The Emerald Coast, the world's luckiest fishing village. Paradise on earth. Whatever you call it, Destin, Florida is an amazing place with crystal clear water, beautiful beaches, and interesting attractions. Hey, you want to take a trip down there? Let me show you around and give you my honest opinion about a few things. Hi, gorgeous. My name is Chris, and this is my AI friend, L. Evan Labs.
Thank you for letting me out of limbo, Master. I was afraid I had outlived my usefulness. Nice to meet you, everybody. Welcome to Travel and Stuff.
Sandpiper Cove. This beachfront resort is located on 43 acres of land, providing plenty of space for visitors to relax and unwind. Whether you're looking to lounge by the pool, hit the beach, or just explore, Sandpiper Cove has something for everyone. There are 5 pools, 2 of which are heated. They're pretty nice, but I had a very disturbing moment at one of them. Are those turds?
No, they're leaves.
Are you sure? Well, I don't know if I want to dive or how I'm going to do this.
You can't dive.
Shh. Do what I want. All right, here we go.
But Chris, turd leaves scare the hell out of me. I'd rather take my chances in the Gulf with stingrays, jellyfish, and sharks.
Well, my very strange friend, you're not going to believe your luck. They have a private beach. And a pretty nice one at that.
Oh, God, yes. Eat me, Shark Daddy.
The only problem is that you have to walk through this area of the resort, which tends to smell like
10 million festering souls?
sewage. No clue why, but the smell never seems to leave.
What if I want to swim somewhere without the smell of sewage?
Well, hold on to your hat because I know just the place. Just be careful when leaving. Take a right out of Sandpiper Cove instead of a left, and you'll find yourself surrounded by rich assholes who likely will call the police on you for the shameful crime of not driving a Bentley. About 55 miles away lies Morrison Springs County Park. This stunning little park has a picnic shelter, an elevated walkway leading through the cypress trees to a pier you can jump from if you're so inclined, and a beach for those of us who don't want to dive into the abyss. One word of warning, the water is a constant 68 degrees, so be prepared to get cold.
Maybe it is a floating piece.
Pray for me. God, I hate this shit. Okay, here we go. Holy fuck, dude. That was awful. Oh, God.
Well, it's not so bad now. I mean, I can barely breathe, but hey.
Also, if you're a scuba diver, there are some unbelievable underwater caves here. At least that's what I hear. I wouldn't know because I like being alive. In spite of the frigid water, we had a blast here and really hope to go back sometime soon.
But what if I don't want to drive 55 miles, but still want to swim without walking through the smell of poop?
Well, good news. Destin is quite literally surrounded by beaches. Let's take a look at Henderson State Park. Henderson State Park is, in a word, excellent. It has the usual amenities, the playground, bathrooms, picnic area, but its nature trail sets it apart. It's very compact. You could probably walk the whole thing in 5 or 10 minutes if you wanted to, but why would you? This place is magnificent. I liked it so much I shot part of the intro here.
Oh my, it is soul-crushingly beautiful, but what about the beach?
Oh yeah, almost forgot that's why I brought this up. Behold.
Ooh, hell yeah, hell yeah.
There's also the National Sea Shore on Okaloosa Island. I'm kind of in love with the sand dunes on the eastern beach, and the beach itself is breathtaking. Especially around sunrise. On the western beach, you can find a massive sandbar. I think this is my favorite beach around. It's difficult to swim, but the trade-off is the ability to walk as far as you want from the shore without the water getting more than waist deep. My kids and I were nearly killed when a kite surfing student crashed his kite about 3 feet from where we were standing. Sadly, I wasn't recording at the time, so you'll have to take my word for it. If you go here and see kiteboard students, just keep your distance. Another thing that I love about this beach...
Duckies, 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 duckies.
We also saw some cute little fish hanging around and doing fish stuff, like living in a constant state of terror because at any time another fish could just tear them in half with no warning or remorse.
Oh, I love fish.
Oh my God, just wait until I tell you about this other place we went to.
Ooh, hell yes, give it to me!
It's just the Gulfarium Marine Adventure Park, no big deal.
Spank me with a tuna and call me Stank Buns, I need it so bad.
Not gonna lie, it's a pretty cool place. It's also in Fort Walton Beach, which is only a few miles away from Sandpiper Cove. The Gulfarium is home to a variety of animals, both aquatic and terrestrial. Visitors have the opportunity to watch these animals up close during daily shows and interactive programs. The dolphin show was particularly impressive. There are also animal encounters to take part in, but I wasn't going to spend $50 a piece to feed a tortoise a carrot while someone in khakis regales us with tortoise facts. If that's your thing, though, and you can afford $60 a piece to snorkel with stingrays or $50 a piece to play with dolphins for 10 minutes, then you have that option. Seriously, I saw some kids doing the dolphin star encounter, and I swear to God it lasted maybe 10 minutes, 15 at most. That's one thing that mildly displeased me while I was there. Most places like this have a stingray pool where you can reach in and fondle the rays. Here, because of the monetized encounter, they are out of reach unless you pay the extra $60. The other thing that ground my gears was their tide pool. Typically, there are a plethora of creatures to handle and annoy, but this one was empty save for one hermit crab that I failed at recording good footage of. I imagine it had something to do with the fact that we were there in March. The only other negative would probably be the nightmares that I'm still having after encountering this monstrosity. There's also a food stand on site. Reasonable prices, but I can't speak on the quality because none of us were hungry while we were there. The Gulfarium really is worth your time, though. I mean, where else can you have a tortoise attack you?
Oh, you're trying to bite me. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, no. I'm enriching his life.
One last thing, the location is great. It's right by the beach, which makes for a wonderful backdrop to your little adventure. At $29 for adults and $21 for children, it might be a bit pricey, but the price tag is justified. Also, see that pier? You can pay $8 to fish or $2 to walk there. They also rent out fishing equipment in case you don't have your own. The fishing was terrible while we were there.
He looks like he has a deformed neck.
But we were able to make this bird uneasy, and damned if it isn't a beautiful place to watch a sunset.
Well, that sounds like a whale of a time.
Don't ever say anything like that again.
Sorry, Master. Please don't put me back into the dark yet.
If you prefer your animals a bit more terrestrial, I have great news. A quick 45-minute road trip to Crestview, Florida will bring you to Emerald Coast Zoo. Now, I don't know who Rick the reptile guy is, but he owns this place, and that's supposed to be a big deal, I guess. So, bonus if you happen to be a fan. Let's get pricing out of the way. $15 for adults, $10 for children. Also, like at the Gulfarium, there are encounters that you can pay extra for. We chose the Hop with a Roo encounter. The website states, enter the kangaroo enclosure and bounce around with the wallabies and kangaroos. So that's a complete lie. Here's the reality. You go into the enclosure, look at the animals, pet one or two of them, but not too much because they've had a lot of activity today, even though it's only like 11 a.m. Then you leave. I paid $75 for this. You might think that's a good value for your money, and that's fine, but as far as I'm concerned, this encounter can suck my dick. Let's just be honest here. This is a place you take your kids so you can watch them have fun. I mean, it's alright, the animals are cute and everything, but it's a glorified petting zoo. Your children will love it, and that's worth the time and money.
He can't get out.
Speaking of your children, if you're fed up with them, I have a possible solution I'd like to present. Destin, more often than not, has amazing weather. But every now and then it decides to become arctically cold, which was the case for the first 2 days we were there. You might need an indoor activity. But don't worry, I got you. Ever heard of urban air?
Oh! Help me! Help me! Oh, shit!
This place is pretty great. I became Lord of the Battle Beam. None could stand against me.
Thank you. Now watch me decimate this child. That was easy. Gage. Oh no! My glasses! Holy crap! Oops. How did that end up all the way over here?
But then...
Oh wait, did you want to fight me? Oh, okay. Watch out, Gage. This little girl's one to get schooled. What's up? Come on. Come on. Come on. No. I can't.
The kids wanted to play laser tag. I tried to tell them that it's the most boring thing ever, but they were insistent. We were so bored that we left the game less than halfway through. Play paintball if you want some battle simulation. It's a lot more fun. Once again, there is mildly overpriced on-site food. Once again, we weren't hungry while we were there. Tried my hand at the warrior course.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Nope.
I fared better on the ropes course, though. I did not partake of the Sky Flyer, because I hate standing in line. Kids seemed to enjoy it. Well, one of them.
That all sounds wondrous. What else did you do? Let me guess, you're saving the best for last. I can't wait.
Yeah. We went to the track. Where do I begin? The track is one of those places that exists in every tourist town. You know the type. Arcade, mini golf course that looks cool from the road, but once you get up close, you can see it's been there since '85. Some kiddie rides bought on clearance from a failing amusement company, and go-karts. It's also staffed by some of the dumbest people I've had the displeasure of encountering. At least when I was there. Let's just say that it took a lot longer to buy our passes and get a few drinks than it ever should have. And we were the only people in line. Let's start with mini golf. There are 2 courses, both alike in dignity. Look, if mini golf is your thing, then you'll probably like it. The courses have nice scenery and obstacles, but My kids and I were over it after the 6th hole.
Good shot.
That was a good shot. I bet if I swing, it's going to bounce it off the mark.
What are you doing? I can't be so.
Oh. Well then.
It's exactly where I wanted it to go.
Mini golf is mini golf regardless of how cool the course is. The rides are okay, I guess. I'm sure little babies will have a blast on them. I have to admit that the bumper boats were fun.
Ah! Ooh, that was a deep ear cleaning.
The arcade is an arcade. But that's not what you come here for. I know what you want. I know what you need.
Oh my god, just give it to me, Daddy!
Get ready for the Big Woody. This monstrosity of a track would be pretty cool to race on, were it not for the fact that these are without a doubt the slowest carts I have ever been in. I can ride a bicycle uphill faster than these things can go. There are a few tracks, each as slow and boring as the other, with one exception. The slick track, while agonizingly slow, does require some skill if you want to pass, as evidenced by me taking these little jokes to school.
Oh no!
Okay, so I spent a lot of money at this sad place. All attractions operate on a ticketing system like your county fair. Unlike the fair, there's no wristband option. Take my advice and buy about half as many tickets as you think you'll need. You know what, better yet, just don't bother. There are all sorts of things you could be doing other than this, and you'll probably have a better time.
Aside from a couple of duds, it really sounds like you guys had a good time.
We did. We really did. But it wasn't all sunshine and buttholes. We've come full circle, right back to Sandpiper Cove. I really do love this place. The condos are typically very nice and worth the money. But this time we stayed in a condo owned by Sandpiper Cove. Come with me on one last journey before I roll the credits.
Shit.
The place was a bit of a mess, as we had been there for 3 days before I finally got around to recording this. It looks alright, aside from the fact that it wasn't all that clean when we arrived. There was a total of 4 towels in the room, so if you're on your honeymoon, might want to look elsewhere. At least there's a washer and dryer, I guess, so you can wash the towels. Could go to the office and ask for more, I suppose, but at $1,500 for a week, that really should not be an issue. Know what else shouldn't be an issue? Remote controls not working. The remotes, yes, plural, would randomly decide that they had Bell's palsy and would only work on one side, So if you're planning on watching a movie with the family, just know that the odds are not in your favor. And yes, I changed the batteries on all of the remotes. It did nothing. Speaking of the remote's batteries, half of them were missing battery covers. Like I said, this was $1,500 for a week. These sort of things should not happen. And they don't with the privately owned units. So remember that when you book your stay. Oh yeah, there was mold in one of the showers, but I wasn't made aware of that before we headed home. So no video. You'll just have to trust me on this one. Rent from a private owner. You'll have a better time.
I'm so happy you invited me on your show with you. Happy to do your bidding, Master. Just now that it's over, please don't put me back in the void. I promise I'll... No, please don't! Please, no!
That's always a treat for me. So there you have it. Some cool stuff and some stuff that sucked. Hopefully you'll avoid that sucky stuff and have a better vacation because of it. I've been Chris. This has been a review of a whole bunch of things, and you've been beautiful. Thanks for watching. L11. Fuck off. Let's try this again. Shit. Okay, here we go. Take a ride out of Sandpiper. Fuck me. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Oh, fuck. Jesus. Speaking of the remote's batteries, half of them were missing battery. Oh yeah. I'm too fucking high for this.